Let's get back to power. So we open with Tariq getting a new suit because business is booming. Meanwhile, we got Effie getting her Stansfield deliveries on. Crosstown, we got Lorenzo getting his butt beat while Kane looks on as payback for his brother's passing. Then we head on over to Stansfield, and lo and behold, and we seeing Dre doing the bending. The bending, child. We got the bending early in the episode. But everybody get a text message to meet at the warehouse. Okay, so the guy that's telling them to move the product is like, there's too much left. So, your sister, your friend, your cousin, they all gonna be dead unless I got my million in hand next time I see you. We gonna start with Diana first, so get ready. Just kill Obi. I'm sick of him. So over with closed mouth chunky heel, we got our little task force closet. So Kevin Costner's trying to convince them that Monet killed Carrie. They like, yeah, but Tariq is a ringleader. So Effie tells Baby Bop she wants to start moving at Stanfields again since they need all the guap they can get. So in Colonical Studies class, we're talking about human capital with Keisha Sharp. I love they have her actually dressing like a teacher, because I'm telling you, fake Carrie Hilson, they always had her in something so skin tight. I was like, you going to the club? Okay, now we got that creepy student aide hitting on Diana, telling her I Googled your dad. Who the hell Googles other people's parents? I can see you Googling me because I tell you like, oh, what do? I do YouTube and a podcast. Oh, I'd love to check it out. Cool, we talk about pop culture if that's your thing. I hope you have fun listening. But I ain't never, like, have I ever Googled I've never Googled anyone. I don't Google my friends. They're my friends. If I don't trust you, I shouldn't be around you. Like, he telling her all about her pappy charges. Yeah, this is the informant. But then he see Kane staring at her and he's like, who's that? And she's like, my brother. He tells Celine, ooh, your name sound made up. Diana said, look, we got a caucus about family. So he give her some money and tell her, I don't want you working, but come by the penthouse for dinner. He ain't tell her there's a hit out on you. You might want to let her know. But at least he's trying to protect his sister. More than anybody ever did for me. So he asked her to come in and confess to Carrie's murder. Girl, you know what? If you feel that strongly, just papa yourself. I'm sorry, if you kill somebody I love, a hot one to the head would be me being incredibly merciful. Why don't you just end it? Why are you playing cat and mouse with this heifer? So Monet drops by Method Man's and she said, I found out who killed Zeke so you can leave that alone. She said, stop ringing my line. And he said, I ain't never call you. He shows her his call log is empty. She's like, I might have to talk to him to see how exposed we are. All of us, even you. So she give him a new burner and say, call me with the time. So they gonna head on down to Kevin Costner's. Meanwhile, across town, at the penthouse, Kane letting everybody know there's a hit on Diana. I know during this meeting, Drew ain't getting grinder messages. It bees like that. So Kane said, we gonna kill Uncle Frank's boys that got something good going on in Brooklyn. And this is from the first episode when that nice lady came and gave Monet some money. They gonna kill her kids and take their territory. Foul. Drew's like, come on, they still like family. He's like, we don't have. He said, well, what's your Salulu? Take out their connect. Then we become the connect. We ain't gotta hurt nobody and still get our business. And we see Lorenzo just giving all control to Kane. Cause he knows I don't want Mo to know I killed Zeke and lied. Meanwhile, back in New York, we got Method Man and Monet in Kevin Costner's office for the chit chat. So they think it's over, but he starts pulling out all the pictures of people that have disappeared after going into her bar. The contractor, dealers, you go there, you come up missing. He says Zeke was gonna run away with Dante and rat you out. That's why you killed him. So Monet made it seem like GTG killed Zeke because that's what she think. But he gonna find out that ain't true. She said we gotta take him down, he on one. He said, all right, we gonna file some harassment claims, we gonna get him discredited. Cause he is obsessive, but he also right. But if he working with the feds, you the first to fall. So she gonna call Baby Bop. Oh, Lord. This heifer says, ooh, you got your first paycheck? Let's celebrate with a baggie. You couldn't just order a pizza. I mean, you couldn't celebrate with a little Jack Daniels, some champers. Really? Cocaine! God. Damn, that's hardcore. I'll split it with you if you get the next order. You know this girl ain't got cocaine money. Over with Braden and Baby Bop in a warehouse, Tariq says they gonna run their orders through false bottom coffee. Smart. So they go to meet with Kane and Drew and let them know their little Starbucks caffeine plan, and they like, that sounds good. Kane lets them know, well, we're using Uncle Frank's boys to cut out their connect and take over Brooklyn. So Reek and Drew head on, but Kane says he gotta chop it up with Braden, with the 40-year-old teenager. Kane says, you're killing the connect. He's Russian, you're white. Braden ain't nobody's murderer. Well, then again. Over with Tariq and Monet. So Monet and Method Man let Baby Bop know that Kevin Costner is really trying to pin Professor Fake Carrie Hilson's death on Monet. Well, Monet killed her. Method Man, however, has a plan to take him out of play, but wants everyone to steer clear. You know they ain't gonna do that. Like in a game of spades, they gonna split your head open. Now we got the 40-year-old teenager telling Baby Bop and Effie, I gotta kill the Russian connect. Effie like, well, child, you had to man up at some time. It's gotta be you. Baby Bop says, okay, I'll get the guns and we'll get our planning on. Effie said, you better get it done this time. I ain't gonna be able to run up behind you again. Meanwhile, across town with closed-mouthed Chunky Heel, she asking Kevin Costner, where did you go to that meeting? This harassment filing says you badgered her at her own bar. So they gonna have him suspended by morning. He don't give a fuck though. He's become an official loose cannon. He telling them good luck with your Rico, you gonna need it. Oh my God! Closed mouth Chunky Heel just said the same thing. No, he's a loose cannon. A loose cannon. Oh, girl. He gonna fuck it up for everybody. He gonna fuck up their case. And Method Man gonna wave it in their face. Now Diana catching Effie moving weight on campus. And they have a little confrontation. She's like, so why'd you tell me not to be with Tariq? And she's like, I'm with him, but I ain't with him. You would have actually cared about him. I didn't want you to get hurt. He can't hurt me. It's just dick and business. And she right. Effie might shed a tear, but one. She would give Tariq one, maybe 2 tears on a good day, if she's feeling especially holy. After that, on to the next. Effie said, you should work with us. Hell, don't let a man come betwixt us. Diana said, I don't want that life. Y'all can have it. So now we got Sax going down to see Method Man's brother in prison. So he asked him how tall he is. He said, you 5'11", but the assailant was 6'3" or 6'4". Were you wearing heels? So Sax asked him, was you protecting somebody? Who was you with? And of course the brother won't answer. He's like, I'm going to get my Jell-O, but I'll tell my brother you stopped by. This might be bad news for Sax. It's about time somebody kill him. I can see Method Man doing the deed. Over with Little Lord Short Leroy and Keisha Sharp. She asking him who was the husband you were with. And he said, oh, just a date, nothing serious. I mean, she was definitely giving, lady of the evening in the middle of the day. He gonna say, you were the only real relationship I ever had. Weren't you engaged to a heifer that was cheating on you with your campaign manager? However, closed mouth Chunky Heel and the heifer Sax is stooping walk up on their intimate moment. So he says, look, I gotta talk to these cops, but I'll see you later, Keish. Girl, she gonna give him the puss. Don't give him no puss. He ain't shit. So they ask him, you been working with Tariq? And he said, no, I denied him the internship. He works with Braden, the actual drug dealer. And they say, okay, we'll be in touch. And Cole Chunky Hill take the cookie that he was gonna eat. They was at a little coffee shop. She took that cookie and bit it right in front of him. Girl, she took a black man food. You lucky you didn't draw back a nub. I feel incensed. Let me go make sure ain't nobody put a paw on my cookies. Nobody better put a finger on my Fig Newtons, especially high as they is. I know they're putting less cookies in here. Oh, but we at the church getting ready to off the connect. So he step out of mass, light his cigarette. Oh, God, Braden, why are you trying to have a conversation with him? Just give him a hot one to the gut and keep it pumping. We got Baby bopping Effie behind a tree like, is he gonna do it? His first kill. Oh, my God, Braden, you couldn't get your gun out. You couldn't get your gun out. So now Tariq run up. Oh, my God, now Tariq run up and kill him. Oh, Lord, what a botch. I can't. So they run over to a nice Italian restaurant. Child, Tariq had to save his butt. I mean, couldn't you? I just would have had the pistol ready. You should have had the gun in the bag and said, "Paroke pow," like Vivica Fox in Kill Bill. I have to get Nikki cereal. Very simple, very simple. Except it would say kaboom and not Fruit Loops. So the 40-year-old teenager thought he could pull the trigger, but he froze like Elsa. So Braden goes to the bathroom to breathe and let Kane know it's done. Meanwhile, Baby Bop telling Effie, you gonna hit your magic number in no time. We got a lot of cash coming in. We'll be able to pay off Noma with lots left over. Then he start waxing sentimental. You know, you gonna meet my mom. She was the real mastermind. I'm better than my dad. He was the one that messed everything up. Oh, Lord. Back at the penthouse, we find out one of the guys Drew has been messaging on Grindr is one of Frank's sons. Who's the secret sissy? So they confronting Kane about who shot the Russian connect, and Kane says, I thought it was a white guy. He said, nah, the shooter was black, cause it was Reek. Cause the 40-year-old teenager fucked up again. They ask him, well, where'd you hear the shooter was white? And Lorenzo pops up and says, well, I heard it from some stupid kid, but we should be working together as families for the bigger and the better. So they decide to work together. And Lorenzo says, Kane is in charge of the business, so Monet don't beat my ass. We don't know who the secret sissy is yet. I bet it's the leader of the pack. His smile says versatile. I need to stop. But I can't. Child, Kane, you gonna get enough of riding Lorenzo's ass, though. That kid thing was extra, so I need you to move extra weight. Lorenzo gonna get you. He gonna let you fall. Back with Method Man, he comes to Slimy Sax and says, you visited Theo Rollin. Child, Sax says, yeah, your brother's in jail for you. I ain't stupid. So apparently the family made a decision because he had just gotten into Columbia law that the brother would take the charge, but then because the victim was a cop's son, they went harder on him. And Sax says, well, the way things are redacted, evidence could have been tampered with. And Method Man is like, and that's why your white ass is here. You know how corrupt your office is. Get in there and find it. Oh, Lord. Back at the school, Diana is kissing Salim. Really, girl? Really? I guess you want a corny. But then her pappy dropped by, and he's like, who is this? What informant are you making out with? Girl, Lorenzo is not asking Diana to move weight at her school. Well, I guess now she gotta work with Effie. So he want her to start selling drugs at the shop. Girl, you gonna get her caught. Over with Monet, we've got Kevin Costner outside her house, and she calls Davis, and he's like, I stirred the pot with the harassment. He's supposed to be on desk duty. Stick to the plan. Sometimes a soldier fall on his own sword. Over at the warehouse with the gang, we've got everything ready for our Starbucks cocaine. Oh, Lord, Effie asked the 40-year-old teenager, did you have something to do with Baby Bop losing his internship with Trade? Uh-oh, but Kane messages the 40-year-old teenager, get out here. So Kane act like he gonna shoot Braden. Child, you ain't gonna kill him. However, he won't let him know that Tariq was the one that pulled the trigger. He said, oh, it was somebody random. Okay, girl. However, Kane says, you go and kill somebody for me. However, I think Kane realizes that Effie's been the one popping these asses. They really don't know Lauren is alive. All right, well, that was the episode. We got one more. These are like mini movies. All right, well, I'm going to see you soon for something. Probably Love and Marriage Huntsville. Or maybe another episode of this.